Hey folks, it's Frithgar here. How are you doing? Well, we had a few sort of big adventures, and we found a few things out, and we got a few little bits and pieces. We did manage to get some. If I jump up on here, you might be able to see them. Just down there is the new dark oak trees that we've got. I've got 3 of them growing down there. I have grown a whole load of other ones and planted them. Senleia was awake, I think, but she's shut her hatch down, so maybe she's getting changed. I don't know, but we'll leave her to do whatever she's going to do. There she is. Good morning, Senleia. How are you? And out over here, we can see we've got a new greenhouse. We put our carrots in there, and I've grown a few carrots and planted them on, and then grown a few more. I'll show you in a minute, because we need to go and quickly harvest the ones that we've got. Something else that I've been doing, I did say that we were going to build a railway from the village over there that we found. Where am I pointing? No, the village over there that I found, up to us. And so what I started building is a iron golem farm over there, so we don't have to go hunting through loads of caves to try and find all of our iron. And we'll go and have a look at that in a minute. And we're going to have 2 of them, or 3 of them, way up in the sky up there, and then we're going to have some more way up over there. And that's what these pillars are for, all the way around. I was finding the exact space where we can put these farms, and they'll just stay running all the time. So I've just put a line of pillars all the way around our property. So we'll worry about that later. We don't need to worry about that now. If you could shut the door behind you, Sen, please. Thank you. Right, let's jump down the long drop, and we'll go and have a look at the new carrot house. And it does look very similar to all the others, except that this one has been made out of dark oak. So we've got one over there which is spruce, and we got this one which is birch. That one's spruce again. We had oak over here, and then we were getting a bit bored, but this one is dark oak. It's nearly black. It's so dark brown. I like it. I think it looks good. So in here we've got it all laid out, and we've got a few carrots on the side. So we run down here like this, harvesting all these carrots. Run round quick, carry on. And this is how many we only picked one from the village. We didn't want to be greedy and take all of their carrots, so we only picked the one. So if I just start planting them like this, we run around the corners, and Sen, I think, picked up a few carrots, so she's going to plant a few over there, and we'll have a greenhouse full of carrots. And then in a little while we're going to we've made some new animal pens, because we had some for sheep and some for cows and chickens, so we've made a few more. And so we're going to move the sheep a little bit, and we're going to go and get some pigs, and we're going to put them into one pen, and we're going to go and get some carrots, and we're going to put them into another pen. Did I get any more? I've got another 45 here, so that'll be enough to go and get our first few rabbits and our first few pigs. And we'll probably just nip out and try and find them, and then I'll bring them back on my own, and then I'll show you the pigs in the pen, and we'll do the same with the rabbits, because we don't want to just sit and watch trying to lead rabbits across a long distance, because it's just going to be so painfully slow and dull. So we go and have a look at the new pens over here. Sen was busy putting down more roads in between all the pens, and we did have some of them, but she's put loads of them down now. I think this is looking really awesome. I love this look. I think it is brilliant. So we're going to keep the chickens here. Sen, would you like to gather the eggs again? And please try not to drop them this time. We're not upset with you about it, but we don't want to lose too many eggs, because otherwise we can't make you your pumpkin pies. And we've got our cows, but the sheep here, we don't want the sheep here. We're going to move the sheep over into these 4 pens. Now remember, I said you can get 16 different colours, and what we'll do is we'll move the sheep, and we'll put a few in each pen, and then we'll try and dye the sheep 4 different colours in each pen. So we have all 16 colours, but we'll move the sheep a bit later, and we'll do that while we're getting the rabbits and the pigs. So we come up here, and we'll just have a look out. We'll see if there's any pigs nearby. If there's any right close nearby, we'll see if we can just get one to come in through a gate. We didn't quite have enough torches here when we were expanding this earlier, so we've just got a few torches to add here. Sen, have you got any torches? Oh yeah, Sen's got some torches, so she's going to just carry on with that really quickly. And we don't actually have a gate up this end, so we might have to quickly make a gate. Have I got a gate? No, I don't have a gate with me. So, but what we were thinking, Sen is getting quite good at talking to me by writing down on signs. Well, there's a pig down there, but what we were thinking is we'll have our gates different colours. So we'll make a dark oak gate, and we'll make a the birch gate. Sorry, that was it. We'll make a birch gate and a dark oak gate. Look at that. The pig's running. This is brilliant. He's coming straight for me. So if we can lead this pig back up, and that having the different coloured gates means it'll be really, really easy to see when we're running around trying to find a gate to get out onto the plains or go into the forests and stuff like that. So we're going to do that soon. We're going to go around and we're going to replace all the gates. So we'll probably do that in a minute. Right, come on, pig. Come through the gate. Is he a bit nervous? Are you, Sen? I don't know. Maybe he is. Sometimes they stop following. Oh, no. There we go. Right, now, come on, pig. Pig, 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 pig. Come on, pig. There we go. Right, pig's chasing me now. So if we bring the pig over here, for now, I'm going to just put him into this pen. And, come on, pig. Go on, just through the gate. Through the gate. That's it. Shut the gate, Sen. There we go. So we got our first pig. So we're going to go and get another pig. And we're actually going to move him out of this pen because we don't want him here. We're going to put him over there. And we'll move those sheep and put them into these pens here. And then when we've done that, and we'll put a few gates around, and then we'll show you what it's all looking like when we're done. Right, we've run around and done quite a bit. As you can see, it's night time now. And this is what we've got. We've got 2 rabbits in here. And then back here is where we put some pigs. We put some pigs back in this one. There, we've got 2 pigs in there. It actually took quite a bit to get the rabbits. They were further away than I thought. But we did eventually get them. Brought them all the way back, and they followed us back. We've moved the sheep around. I've got 3 of them in here. I've got the colourful ones in here. We've got red, yellow, and green. Orange in here. I was just thinking green. I'd like to put green in here as well with these. And then over here, we've got a couple of greys and a white. And back here, we've got a couple of greys and a white. And then we've got some more in there. And we need to dye them up a bit, I think. We could do with some black sheep. And we have some dyes, I think, Sen. Over in our store, we've got some lapis. I think we've got some ink sacs. We could make some blue sheep and some black sheep. So should we go and try that a minute? Just while it's dark, because we were going to go and have a look at the iron golem farm that we're building. But we're not going to do that at the moment because it's night time. So we'll just wait for the sun to come up, and so we can go and get these items here a minute. So we want a piece of blue from here. I think we'll just have one. Actually, no, we'll go for 2. We'll do 2 sheep with that. And then down here, is it there? We've got some ink sacs. So we'll take an ink sac and we'll make a black sheep. And there's nothing else we can use at the moment. There's the cauldron and the flower pot that we found from that witch, and this is the slime balls that I found in the swamp all that time ago, and then we got the ender pearls and there's all our sort of special bits in this chest here. We haven't got much else we can use, I don't think, because we got a yellow sheep. Oh, we did find the blue orchids, and I think Sen has used one of the blue orchids upstairs, but that would make us a light blue sheep, and then we'll have a solid blue sheep, and then we'll have a lilac as well. That's going to be another sheep. And I think Sen was planning on using some of these flowers to decorate her room. I know she started putting flowers up, and she was saying that she wanted to collect more flowers, weren't you, Sen? So we might go and have a look for some of those in a little while. So if we put the blue orchid here, that gives us some light blue dye. You don't need to do anything with the lapis. You can just use it, and the same with the ink sac. Put the lilac there, we put that on, that gives us magenta dye. We actually get 2 of them out of that one. So if we go back to the sheep now, and we'll apply these dyes, so that'll be some of them, not all of them. I'm just going to eat a steak really quickly. And what do we got in here? We do need to breed the sheep a bit, I think. If I got any? No, I don't. Sen, would you be able to go in front of the wheat house there and get us a stack of wheat? Because then we can breed these sheep a little bit and see if we can get a few more, because then we could colour them a bit. So I'm going to bring up the light blue there and the normal blue there, and we're going to dye this sheep here is going to be light blue. There we go, look at that, a light blue sheep. And then over here we'll dye the white one. That will become a solid blue. That's looking good. What else do we have? We had a magenta dye, a sort of pinks and reds, so I'm not really sure. That's it. So Sen's breeding the 2 of the sheep together. She's going to go and do the... Don't do the white ones yet, Sen, because we might colour a few of those yet. I think we'll move the magenta one. We'll do that dye over in another pen so that we've got some different coloured ones over there. Sen's going to breed those. We were going to add green to that pen, I think. And we'll come up to this one. We'll probably have a look at the colours once we've dyed them all, and you've used up. Oh, that is so cool! It might call it magenta, but that's purple. We got a purple sheep. I love it. That is awesome. I absolutely love it. So what is the purple sheep going to make the purple white? It's another purple sheep. We got 2 purple sheep. That is awesome. We didn't use the black yet, so we got a black. We'll put the black over in another one. So I'm going to come out of here and I'll come through. Sen, you got the gate there, Sen? Thank you. And we'll come round here. Now this pen here, I think we'll aim for 1 white sheep or a couple of white sheep. I think we'll go for 8 sheep in each pen if we can. We'll have a grey sheep. That's a light grey. We've got some white. So if I dye one of them black like that, groovy, man. Groovy. Nice black sheep. And what we'll aim for, I think, in this one, we'll try and keep it a bit colour coordinated. We'll have a black sheep in here, we'll have some grey sheep, some light grey and some white. And then we'll decide how the other colours will sort of split up once we get a few more sheep, and we need to get some more dye. I haven't got any green yet. We'd need to find a cactus for that, and that's in the middle of a desert. We haven't found any deserts yet. We won't use this one. We'll put this one back in a minute. But now that it's daytime, what we're going to do is we're going to go and have a look over the other side. Now, actually, we don't need to go up through my house. I don't know why I'm going that way. I'm getting confused again. You know how easily I get confused. While we were out on our travels, we did find a few rabbits. So I'm going to cook the rabbits because, well, I like rabbits. So I'm going to just run down to the long drop and put the rabbits in. We can't go this way. Actually, I know. We'll go up into the room. We'll do this without going outside. We go up into my bedroom, up over the top like that, and then we run over here and drop down this drop, if I can. There we go. And then we come over this way, and we go over, and we can either go down the long drop right to the bottom, or we can go down the short drop. Let's go the short drop today, because we haven't been in here for quite a while, and we've got 4 furnaces lined up here. So let's drop in some rabbit meat in there. And I think we'll just put half in there, and we'll put half in there. And I'm just going to wait patiently for one of them to cook. Come on, faster. Okay, maybe not too patiently. Maybe it's a little impatient, but I haven't had these rabbits for a while. And here we go. Oh, no, I don't want to use a chest. I want to eat a rabbit. Oh, that's so nice. It's so yummy. It really is the tastiest thing I've ever had. So we now have a supply of rabbit, and I've got a minecart here. So let's move things around a little bit. Sent, do you have a minecart with you? You don't. Do you have any iron? No. Now this is all full of cobblestone. I'm going to be I've started using this cobblestone. Sen, unfortunately, you're going to have to go up the ladder. So we're going to have a race. On your marks, get set. No, you're cheating. Hey, you're going the wrong way anyway. I don't know why I'm busy laughing at you. I need to get going. Right, into there, and Sen, I thought you'd gone already. That's alright, the race has started. You're hanging around. The race has started. Yeah, I think I'm going to win, because this is much faster than a ladder. And I did give her a head start, I think, because she did kind of cheat a little bit, but then I gave her another head start. I can't remember how to get out. And, it was about the same, I suppose, because I forgot how to get out the cart momentarily, and I have to pick my cart up afterwards. So that seems to be about the same, but never mind. Let's go and have a look. I'm getting turned around here. This way. We want to go this way. We're going to go and have a look at the Iron Golem village that we started building. Now these 4 here, these were actually what I was busy marking out. You have a compass, and you use the compass to mark out the center of where you're able to build. And the compass does it for you. You hold the compass, and then you travel along, and then it turns around. And it just keeps doing that, like that. See? There we go. And that's the very center of where we can build. And anything we build inside I mark all the pillars around, anything we build inside here will just keep working forever. So like an iron golem farm like we're building over here, but you can also build special sorts of clocks and things like that. And they always stay working no matter where you go if you build them inside this special zone. And so that's what we worked out. I had to work that out. We have to throw a whole load of bricks onto the floor and then see which ones were still there and which ones disappeared. And it's not that exciting, so I thought I would just show you what it was all like at the finish, and then I've marked it all out with some pillars. But if we come over here, this is what I've started building. And this is the start of it, and we build this, and when we're going to build a wall all the way around, if I got any, I don't have any, I got 1 stone brick left at the moment. So let's just put those up there. That one stone brick left there. That's it. That's all I got. And so what I'm going to have to make a whole load more stone bricks. Now build up the side a bit here, and then I fill the inside with water, and we put a special little cage on the side. Well, it's not really a cage, it's a special glass viewing room, and then some villagers will go in there. And what will happen is the villagers will come up from their village, and they'll work in the iron golem farms, and they've all said that they'd want to do that, but we'll get to that. So the first thing that we need to do is to build these platforms, but the next thing we're going to need to do is to get the villagers. Now they may not all want to come up, but we have seen some zombies. Let's go over this way, Sen. We'll go and have a look and see if there's anything over here that we want to have a quick sort of look through. Whoops. But yeah, we can find some zombies, some villager zombies, the ones that used to be villagers and then got unfortunately turned into zombies, and we can turn them back, and we can use those to start with on our farm before we've built the railway that will bring the other villagers up. And if we can do that, then we can fill up all of the farms with the villagers that we need. And Sen, have you got these flowers over here? There's some more flowers here. There's loads of them. You come and pick some of these. Sen's really started to get into picking her flowers these days, so she's probably going to want to pick several of these. And we'll get some zombie villagers. But in order to get the zombies and turn them into villagers, we need to give them a special potion and then some golden apples. But to give them a special potion, we have to make a brewing stand. And we can make a brewing stand and... What? Yeah? What is it? I think she wants to show me something. Yeah, well, so we need to make a brewing stand, and to make the brewing stand we need blaze rods. What is it? Yeah, I know, this is the pillar that I built, Sen. I was just showing people, and, you know, it goes all... What? Oh. Okay. Whoa! I see it. There's some bricks up there. What's that? Let's go and have a look at this. So we need to build this brewing stand, which we'll need blaze rods for. So we have to go to the nether. So we're thinking we're going to go to the nether tomorrow. And what is this? We're going to go to the nether tomorrow. Yeah. Whoa. Sen, come up here. Look. There's a piece of railway. Look at this. This is really old. Look, all the moss-covered bricks and everything. Goes right. We must have been here for a long time because there's trees grown up right in front of it. We haven't seen any other bits. I must have I was building those pillars down through there. I must have completely... Well done for spotting that. Well done. That's really good. I missed it completely. I built pillars all the way along just down there. Wow. Well, we were going to build a village. Build a railway for the village. Maybe we'll just use this one. Yeah. I think we'll just use this. We'll just continue this one on. Okay. I'll tell you what, Sam. We'll have a look. After we've been to the nether tomorrow, we're going to have a look and see if there's any more bits of railway here. Because if there's already some there, we won't have to actually build the whole thing, which is going to be a lot easier, isn't it? Because, look, if there's one bit, I wonder if there's any more. I can't see any. I don't see anything at all there. And, well, there's none that way. I've explored that way. That's really interesting. I don't really know. I'm quite surprised to find that there, I've got to say. Alright, come on, let's go. We need to get ready to go to the nether. I want to see if there's any more of this railway, but, you know, we got things to do first. And before we can find out if there's any more railway, we need to go to the nether, and we need to get some blaze rods so that we can make our brewing stand. But we also need to find netherwort. But netherwort and blaze rods can only be found in a nether fortress. So we're going to have to hunt high and low and find a nether fortress in the nether. And if we can find one of those... Ooh, that was looking a bit odd. If we can find one of those, that means we can build our brewing stand. And if we can build our brewing stand, we can rescue some of the villagers that have been turned into zombies. And if we can do... Where's Sen gone? Sen! Did I leave her behind? I thought she was right behind me. Come on, let's have a quick look. Sen, we can't hang around, Sen. We got to go. Where are you? Oh, there you are! Oh, you had me worried for a minute. I thought you disappeared. You need to stay close. There's people after you. There's witches trying to get you, remember? Try not to run. You scared me. That wasn't very nice. I'm sorry, Sen. I shouldn't be cross at you. I'm the one that got scared. But you really should be careful. It's night out there, and it's dark, and there's scary things all over. So we're going to go, and we're going to get a good night's rest, aren't we? And we're going to get ready to go to the Nether. And that railway, I don't know what we're going... That's... How... I don't know what to say. That's an ancient piece. That's really old. I mean, all the moss-coloured bricks and everything. That's a really old piece of railway, and it was right next to where I was building. I can't believe I missed that. You got really good eyes. I'll give you that. You have got really good eyes. But we're going to need to go into the Nether, and I'm going to grab my armour now, and I'll probably go and get some more cooked rabbit in a little while and get us prepared for going into the Nether. Those are the 2 books. I named them so that we know what we're up to with our little story there, because we found out about Esmeralda and found the other book. We'll keep hold of those, and so we're going to find the blaze rods, and we're going to find the nether wart, which is a key ingredient to any potions that we might make. But until then, I think Sen's just dropped down somewhere. Where's Sen? Oh, she's down in there sorting out all her stuff. She's getting ready for the trip. I'll do that in a minute. I'll get my stuff ready, and we'll probably get some bows and stuff together as well, because we need something a bit more powerful. But for now, thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar, and I hope to see you again tomorrow when we go off to the Nether, because we need to try and find this stuff, and I'm sure it's going to be interesting. Sen is all ready to go. She's really keen. The thing is, last time I went to the Nether, I had a lot of trouble with the pigmen. It got very frightening very quickly. So I'm hoping that this time with me and Sen, it's not going to be so scary. And I'm a bit nervous. I am a bit nervous about it. I'm a bit worried. I don't want to get hurt. So if I've got Sen there, you know, we'll be brave, and hopefully it'll be okay. So thank you very much for watching. This is Frithgar. Goodbye, and see you later.